Hi folks, Paige here, and it is the last day of the year, and as I told you, my last video of 2009 would be about boobs. So I am going to talk to you today about the breast reduction that I had 14 years ago. I had posted a video last night seeing if anybody was interested and got more responses than I thought I would. So in regards to plastic surgery and this and that, I wanted to let you all know about my experience. I will say right now that it probably was the best thing I ever did for myself, including the lap band surgery. The breast reduction was monumental in my life. When I have the history on my family, both sides of my family, of the women being large-breasted. So when I was in about 7th or 8th grade, I was in a training bra, and I went from a training bra to a C cup instantly, just like that. So that was pretty shocking for me. And all through high school, you know, I wouldn't say that I got up to about a D cup by my senior year in high school. And, you know, the guys liked it. I got a lot of attention because of my large breasts. But I was very shy and introverted, and it made me very uncomfortable. And, you know, so I stayed about a D cup, then got married, and they just started getting bigger and bigger, especially as I gained weight. At one point I got up to where I was, I don't even know what I was. Maybe I was like a 38 double D for a long time. And then I got to where I was a triple D, and then I was a double E, and just kept going up from there. And then with having 4 babies, it just got out of hand. So I have a before picture of me that I'm going to hold up for you to see. Before my breast reduction, this was after one of my babies, and I'm in the hospital bed. So you can see I had short hair, but that gives you an idea. And, you know, albeit I had just had a child, so, you know, after you have a baby, you tend to be a little bit bigger. Your milk comes in and all that kind of stuff. So that was me right there. I don't know what size I was there, but I had to special order my bras. And my husband liked the way I looked. You know, although I was just so unhappy with it. I couldn't run, I couldn't jump, I couldn't hop, I couldn't cross my arms, I couldn't button shirts, I couldn't do anything because they were always right here. Crossing my arms was like this. I would cross my arms, and my arms would sit on top of my boobs, just like this. Also, one of my breasts was 10% larger than the other one, and so without a bra, they hung down below my waistline. So I'll show you what that was like. They hung down to here. This is my waist, and they hung to here when I did not have a bra on. Exercising was not an option for me, and I'll tell you right now, this video might have to go into 2 parts. I had never considered a breast reduction. It seemed kind of extreme to me, and I didn't know anyone who had it done, and I just, you know, had never considered it until my husband's aunt, she had it done when she was about, I think she was 46 years old. And I remember her telling me that had she known how wonderful she would have felt, she would have had it done years ago. That was 14 years ago. And so I was, let's see, let me do the math. 34. I was about 30 at the time, or 32 at the time. I was 31 at the time. And so that got me thinking. I had insurance that would pay for it, and you know, I didn't really have a lot of back pain, but it did really limit my movement, just general day-to-day movement. It affected the seat belts on the car. It affected my being able to wear a coat. I mean, it affected everything. And so I started looking into the surgery, and I found several doctors in my town, and started asking around and got some recommendations. So I made appointments with those doctors, and just wanted to talk to them and see, you know, get a feel for what they were like. Now, this is very important if anyone is considering a breast reduction. You don't just go to the first doctor that you come across, okay? You need to feel comfortable with them. And this is very important. You always ask to look at their before and after photos. The doctors have before and after photos of their different surgeries. And so I looked at extensive photographs of before and after breast reductions. One doctor that came highly recommended, he's like the best known plastic surgeon in town. You know, I was so unhappy with what his after pictures looked like. The areola on the breast was square. Instead of round, it was square. And I thought, well, this isn't what they're supposed to look like, but if this is what it's going to look like, that's okay, I'll take it. Then I went to another doctor, Dr. Dan Leonard, and I looked at his before and after pictures, and I was amazed at what I saw. The pictures were beautiful. And he was such a kind, gentle man, and he told me that his favorite surgery to do is breast reduction because of how it impacts the lives of the patients. And I just so appreciated that honesty. I did end up choosing Dr. Leonard as my doctor, and that began the process. And so I'm going to end this video, and I am going to do a part B.